Is your cockatiel boy? When I'm feeling under the weather, you just make me feel sweet. I the cocoa tea, use the sugar, and together we are complete. Darling, keep me up. Only you alone can put fire back in the soul. Keep me up. And they're telling me I should leave that fire alone. Well, the more they tell me, the more I hold in you close. I could never let you go. Miss Sunshine, girl, I'm coming home, I will see you again. All day through the night, I'm dreaming. Yeah, Miss Sunshine, when you turn it up, make it smooth, my darling. When outside is pouring rain, so put a pot on the fire.
99.9 WEFM. WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
All right, so we are back with another active commentary, and we already have somebody on the line. Hi, caller. Good morning.
Yeah, morning. I called him back to remind you. Sometime last week I made a commentary, and I think Anita called, and I wanted that the word caution. What's the next young lady name? I can't remember her name.
Dianna.
Dianna, and it said to her, sometimes you just leave certain things. The reason why I respond this way, I called to applaud you in responding to Queen. Because, let me tell you something, as a media worker, there are certain things you have to leave, and I think that you exhaust that topic. And he wants you to draw references to the allegation, let me say the allegation that surfaced against that retired teacher. And he wants you to link it with something else that happened in the past. That is a total nonsense, and that is irresponsible by Queen. Because Queen should know that we as people who love talk radio, we go from one station to the next station every morning, looking for the spiciest topic to see if we can get a discussion. And when you try to tell him that you want to leave it alone, he's asking Dave Roberts, the most irresponsible commentator on radio, to comment on the commentary that he wanted to speak on. And it have people in this country who has an agenda, and they want to attack the Prime Minister with their nasty allegation and things like that. And that is what Queen was trying to interject when he said he would be called. I mean, these people have to be more responsible. How do you want you to commit yourself on an issue that you don't know, whether you know and you're trying to avoid not having that particular discussion? And I'm disappointed because he spends time on all of the radio station, and he knows that when you're walking like where you're walking, you could find yourself in compromising position. Not because you can't speak on the issue, but it's best leave certain things where they are. I mean, I am so upset with Queens because Queens knows that.
Yeah.
No.
The other thing is that it's a bit easier to speak on something once it has appeared in court, right? Once it has gotten to the level of being in court, right? But the other matter, it didn't. Right.
Yes. And I found him to be irresponsible because he knows, as young people like you and the other young lady have to be very careful. And last week when Anita spoke, soon after I made my commentary, I tried to, I said, wow, Anita. But when I sat down and think what she said, she made a lot of sense. And that is why I called to endorse your position this morning. Avoid that. Let them deal with and the nice radio and whatever they want to do with the nonsense startly. And he inviting Dave. Dave, who has an agenda against the Prime Minister. Come on, man. Anyhow, I'll have a great day, guys.
All right, Kingsley. All right. And interestingly, Kingsley's mentioned Anita, and she's on the line. Okay, Anita, try calling back now, please. All right. So I will say that I'm not easily drawn out. I will say that. Hi, Anita. Good morning.
Alexa, volume down. Good morning, WEFM Angels. Kingsley, good morning. You take away all my points that I was trying to say. But listen, Listen to me, ladies. When people have nothing to do, they have a lot of time on their hand. And as Dianna said, sense make the feeble book. It's not everything that the ears hear. The mouth should speak as close as they are. And here, you have your reputation to protect. Don't let nobody who have none lead you down no road to get you and where your bread and butter is based, get into trouble. Let them think that they have you covered while you spread all over them with sense. And I repeat, let them chat, let them think they have you covered while you spread all over them with sense. People who talk sense, they talk nonsense and foolishness to get people into trouble. You, as Kingsley say, you're saying that but he wants you to come out directly. To do what? To get yourself into trouble? You just need one small evidence as a fingernail to either let off person or to get them into trouble. So I don't know why he was pushing you to say what he want. If he think that he want to say what he have to say, why don't he put it on pen on paper? Because if he's coming out the way, it's your duty to cut him off, not to get you or the radio station into trouble. If he knows anything, why he don't come out and say, he had too much time for the hand, man. Anyway, come back to the
Oh,
why you laughing? But yeah, you in the
good.
back. Now come back to the traffic police this morning. And I don't know if I heard him right, but did he say that drivers or conductor would be responsible if they don't hand over, if somebody left a bag in a vehicle and they didn't give it to the person or to the police station, they can be charged?
I think he said any person who finds it.
Could be charged.
Okay.
Yeah, if you find something belonging to somebody and you don't take it into the police, if you don't get the person and you don't take it into the police, you can be charged. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I know, but then that's what I wanted to make sure what I heard. But how difficult will that be? Who would know that the person? Now, if you're sitting next to me, Diana, and you come out, you had 4 bags, you come out with 3, and you leave one behind, and I come out with my 4 and your one with 5. How would they know if the person is not honest enough to give it to the driver or to say, well, somebody did it? When you carry it home, who knows? You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
We do. We do. We do.
Yeah, it's upon the person responsibility to know that that is not yours. I mean, and with today day, and I don't care what I see behind in the street. I'm not gonna pick it up. I don't know who set it there and what's in it for me, and on the side looking to see that I pick it up. You feel me where I'm going?
Yeah.
We do.
Yes. Okay. Well, here now, quickly, I won't go into the whole story, but Uncle called me day before yesterday. Release, you know his uncle, right?
Yes, I do.
And I he laughing before he get the joke. I was on my landline, so I said, I will call you back. So when I call back now, what you calling my phone for? But I said, but is you who interfered? Anita, I interfere with you. Look which part I did, how I could interfere with you. I know you, all I know is name, Anita, and they just call you. And listen, let me hang up this phone and call my lawyer. I say, here, you have a lawyer, but hey, I have a liar. I say, and I have a doctor. I say, you have to have a liar who can tell bigger lie than you, and you have to have a doctor who more thief more than you. Uncle laugh until he choke. I say, here, I'm going to make a complaint to Dianna. I will be listening. Have a good day, guys. Take
All right,
care.
Anita, take care as well.
You too, bye. Yes.
All right. So let me just touch on something that I'm not even dealing with Queens. Queens. One thing I have done is I've learned how to exercise not being drawn into arguments. Why it took a lot of years, but I've learned. Hi, caller. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, going back to Quincy guy name, sis.
Yes.
Ladies, rather.
Yes.
Don't make yourself get tired, eh? And even if you are company radio and call people name, at the end of the day, is a station you all will have to face the legal troubles. If you heard allegations before, you doesn't have no proof. You're going to say we heard, which you could mention you heard allegations before about the gentleman. Whatever you heard, you don't have no proof of it, so you can't mention nothing on the radio.
Yep.
So don't make nobody dry out, so they no legal, get into no legal troubles with the law.
All right. Thanks, caller. All right, so we're gonna leave that alone. We are going to leave that alone. All right. Even in our general conversations with persons, it's still one of those things that we need to learn to do. What to say, when to say it, who to say it with. All right. So I am going to leave that alone. All right. So there was something that in that commentary or the report from the police this morning, I noted that so the angle was that if you leave something in the vans, that they have the responsibility to well, either I guess hold it for the owner, whoever it belongs to, or to drop it by the nearest police station. But you know, one of the things that I've always smiled about and appreciated with our van drivers and well, the conductors mostly, is that, you know, like if you leave something in a van, they would hold it. And once you there waiting by the road, they say, well, you know, you'll tell them you forget something and they would just hand it to you. So, you know, in many times I have recognized the honesty within our van drivers and the conductors, because it's another thing too. Like we always have this thing and we say, man, put the thing on the van and send it down. Right? We always do that here in Vincy, you know, especially persons who live close to main road, etc. And it takes a lot of honesty for you to know that you've given something to the conductor and it's going to get to the destination safely. So I know in one hand, you know, if they don't report something, if they don't hand it over to the police station, if they don't hold it for somebody else, I think many times when things go missing, it might be as a result of another passenger in the van. Let's say a wallet was dropped or so forth. They pick it up and another passenger would go with it. But I've found, now I'm not saying that there aren't persons who might be a little bit unscrupulous, etc. But I've found in most of the cases that I've seen or witnessed, the honesty of the conductors in particular. So van drivers and conductors, we know we just knock out there plenty, but you know, when y'all do good, we got a big y'all up.
Man.
All right. Hi, caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Mason.
And how are you both this morning?
All right, we're all right. We're all right. Roleza is a little bit tired, but you know she's getting better, right?
A girl is doing her job, all right.
Now, I want to talk a little bit this morning on telephone annoyances, right? Now, your telephone rang, you answered. The person asked, why won't you answer your phone? Meaning that they called before. And I always say, listen, if I don't hear my phone ring, how can I answer it? Right? That's number one. Number two, you have the ones from the ring your phone, you answer, hello. And because you realize that they call you our number, they just put the phone down. Nothing at all. Then you get the other step now, will call and apologize. If they call the wrong number, they say, oh, I'm very sorry, wrong number. And, you know, that decent. Sometimes a telephone call leads into a nice conversation. One day a lady called my phone, I answered, hello. She realized it was the wrong person. So, they asked me, who am I speaking to? I said, you called me? I don't know. So I don't tell you my name. I asked her, who are you? She told me. And you know what? It developed into a conversation where she was the godmother of one of my first cousin's children. Lovely conversation went on from there, you know. But the annoying part, as I said, is when a person called and said, why won't you answer your phone? I hate that. I mean, just imagine Miss Samuel. You called me this morning, my phone ring, I could be in the bath, I could be anywhere. And then you call me back later and ask, why won't you answer your phone? It hurts, you know.
But
anyway,
yeah.
That's my little piece this morning.
Oh, okay.
And Kojo, I folks, to my joint number one this morning, okay? Okay, girls. Good morning, good day, good day.
All right. Take care, Mr. Mason.
All right.
All right. Now, listen, nobody could come and ask me why I didn't answer my phone. It's my phone.
I just do that to people.
You do? Yeah.
But only certain people. I think I only do that to people that I'm very close with. Like my mother. Oh, I'm always complaining to my mother every time I'm calling you. I never get you. And I never get you. I always have to have like 3 or 4 rings. I would be like you don't want to answer me. You doesn't want to answer my call.
But sometimes a lot of people say in the case of an emergency, who do you not call? For many persons, it's their mother.
True.
Because they take forever to answer the phone. They're gonna do this. They forget what cell phone is about. It's a mobile phone, which means you could walk with it wherever you go. But yeah, many persons, if you have to ask them who is your emergency contact, definitely not their mothers. All right, let's take this call quickly. Hi, caller. Good morning.
Yes, I'm now saying my good morning to you guys.
Morning, Dave.
Yeah, good morning, my lovely lady. Although I don't know who you are in flesh. Neither of you.
I used to pass you. Let me tell you, Dave, you don't even know this, but I used to pass you nearly every weekday afternoon. I think around like 5 o'clock or so, by Bankers and Vincent by the market. You and some other fellas used to be there, I guess, in discussions.
Wait, don't go any further. Hold on. Before you go any further, did you used to hang out with a guy named Mr. Jack, who's a retired teacher?
Oh, Melville you're talking about?
I don't know what's his first name. A short, dark guy with a gray beard. He used to always be. I used to pass him in that very group right there. No, that Roleza mentioned that. Always there.
You think we know, yeah?
So I don't know if you were there too.
Man, you miss the most important man in your life. Let me put it that way.
Yeah, I thought Jesus Christ was the most important man in my life. You're equating yourself to Jesus Christ?
No, come on. How are you bringing Jesus here? We're talking about man. Man tried to dominate man.
So what Jesus is.
Huh?
You mean
Jesus Jesus ain't in our class. I have the answer. Or answers. Yes, so Roleza, now remember that. Yes, so you.
No, it's not. No, remember, I always knew it. I just never tell you.
Oh, okay. Who's smarter, man or woman?
Woman. Let me move on. Woman, move on. Next topic.
I'm glad you say that. Yeah, well, I mean, I kind of miss you this morning early. I heard you said some, but there's some topics that I am getting wary of talking about, when it comes to our society, the Vincentian society. I mean, I heard, was it this morning or last night? I heard that terrible news. Terrible news on somebody I know. I mean, but anyhow, St. Vincent and Grenadines is not honest as it used to be. It is not it doesn't. We have some new morals now, it would seem, where our people are concerned. We have some different beliefs or different practices and all of that. And, and I know why. People could go to America and come back and pick up the dirtiness in America and bring it back to St. Vincent and Grenadines. We are not as innocent and as honest. And that's my concern, That's my concern. Everybody have their own belief, and there's no unity in terms. We can't deal with the moral issues anymore, and that's why I always challenge all those who say they are preachers, pastors, and so on. I am in touch with my church, even though I don't go to church as I used to, and that has to do with my health situation. But I can call my bishop, archbishop, dean, or whoever the person, and speak to them. Because when something is bothering me, where the nation is concerned, I have to express myself. So when there's certain things, I will just wait and hear how you all deal with it. And if I have to come in to give a word of wisdom, I will come in and do that. But there's some horrible things happening that I just can't deal with. You want to know if we are real people. Are we real people? have we where has all those good things that we should be talking about? Oh, why all this? As I heard one of those guys on the international scene talking about evil, evil, evil. Evil always be with us as a people, and what we want in life, what we are fighting for. We will kill one another. So I just want to remain as humble as I can, getting close to my departure here on earth, and try to see if I can instill any good values or remind people of where we came from and why we were called home of the blessed. I don't hear that anymore. Home of the blessed. So to all of you out there, I hope you understand what I'm talking about. When to get hot, I'll get hot. Okay, my dear lovers.
Lovers, we've elevated. All right, Dave. Good morning. Have a good one to
you. you, Dianna. See, Dianna, I have to ask you, what do you mean by every morning cheese guy bread? Answer that one.
There's
me,
everybody for somebody. There's somebody for everybody.
Oh, that's why you have somebody. Good. I get it.
You're calling her mold? I'm sorry. So why you can't just say every cheese had it bread?
No, it's so this guy is so this saying go. Well, one of it is I have, but we out of time. Anyways, we'll pick it up another time. Bye, Dave.
Bye, Dave.
Bye.
Oh Lord, I could never understand the expression every moldy bread had a moldy cheese. Listen, why you say every bread had a cheese? Listen, you ain't equating me to no more. All right, so we are going to head on out of this segment at this time.